Audio Player WorkAudioBook, Lesson 6, Subtitles. As I told you before, when studying language, it's very important to have the text for audio file. When you have the text, you can read an unclear fragment, learn new words and understand the pronunciation. One of the options are subtitles, text fragments associated with time intervals in the audio file. Let's learn how to work with them in WorkAudioBook. There are many subtitles formats. The program supports two of them. The first is the most popular SRT format. The second is its own, based on HTML pages. If you have subtitles in some other format, just convert them to SRT format. There are a lot of websites with online converters. To find them, just Google convert subtitles. So we have some MP3 audio file opened. To open subtitles for it, click Open Subtitles file. Choose the file. Text in SRT subtitles can be encoded using different code pages. By default, the program offers the most modern and popular encoding, Unicode. Check. If the text is clear, then you can click OK. If there is garbage instead of text, try other Unicode options or some encodings corresponding to the language in the subtitles file. So, if you have subtitles with Russian text, try different versions of the Cyrillic encodings. With Korean text, try different versions of Korean encodings. Some encoding would definitely work out. In our case, subtitles are in English. The option Unicode, which the program offers, fits well. Click OK. What do we see on the screen? What has changed? The first, at the top, there is a line with the name of the open subtitles file. Next, gray staples appeared above the sound wave. They show places where subtitles are. If you don't see them, then there are no subtitles here. We can click on such a staple to select a fragment with a given subtitle. For example. Finally, a subtitle panel appeared at the bottom. Actually, at the beginning the subtitle text in the program is hidden. This looks like this. As I said in the previous lessons, it's important to listen to a foreign language without looking into text in advance. You need the text to check yourself, and in case you do not understand something. And do not make your task easier showing text on a regular basis. It would be a bad service. So, we are listening to some fragment. We are trying to understand it.
I don't even know what it is.
Perhaps we listen again.
I don't even know what it is.
And only when we think that we understood everything and we need to check ourselves, or vice versa, realize that we cannot understand some words, then we press the S key or click with the mouse to show the current subtitle. If you want to hide the text, press the S key again or right-click in the subtitle area. Please note that by default the program selects fragments based on its own phrase search algorithm. Therefore, it may select only part of the subtitle or grab pieces of several subtitles. In this case, the text field contains the text of several subtitles. This is made on purpose. The thing is that often subtitles time is poorly adjusted. The beginning or the end may be in the middle of a word. If the program in this case would select phrases precisely by subtitles, it would be very inconvenient for learning a language. But there can be an opposite situation. Subtitles are well made, and you want the program to select phrases exactly by subtitles. Then we go to the settings to the Subtitles tab and change the Select Phrases option. We need to choose Select Phrases exactly as subtitles. OK. Now the selection follows subtitles precisely. Next. Sometimes we have not only subtitles with text that matches the audio, but also subtitles with text translated into our native language, let's say Russian. In this case, we can additionally show translated subtitles. Click Open secondary subtitles file. Choose File. The program asks about encoding of the text. As you can see, in this case, the text was not encoded in the most universal and modern encoding, Unicode. The text is not readable. It's OK. Try another encoding options. If we have Russian Windows and Russian text, let's try the option Windows default code page. OK, now the text is readable. If this option did not fit, we would try other versions of Unicode or Cyrillic. Click OK. So, in the information at the top, we see now names of two subtitles files. We see two rows of staples above the sound wave. Upper staples are the main subtitles, lower are the secondary ones. In this case they coincide, but in general this is not necessary. And now you see two areas with text, the English text and the translation into Russian. As with the original text, it's better to hide the translation. Unpress Show always. The reason is the same. If the translation is visible all the time, no matter how you would try, you will subconsciously look into it. So, our typical model of training is: listen to a phrase, try to understand, and only if you don't understand, then show the text. Then try to translate, and only when you translate it and decided to check yourself, or when you failed to translate, even so you tried hard, then show the translation. In this case you need to press the D key or the mouse in the text area. To hide the translation you need to press the D again or right click. Also, all subtitles will be automatically hidden when you move to the next phrase. Well, for now turn the subtitles on to make it easier to explain the rest of the settings and functions. Buttons with the letter A adjust the font size. Also in the settings there is a parameter that sets the height of the subtitle area, in case you want to make it larger or smaller. For example, the next button is +N. It adds text of the subtitle to the notes for folder or file. I talked about them in one of the previous lessons. Press. A window appears. We see a text and we can choose in which notes to add. Whether in addition to the text we need to include the name of the file where we made the text and the time in the file. OK, let's add to the notes for folder. Also, we can add not all text, but only a few words, for example. And we can add the text along with translation. As you can see, in the window we have both. We can also add a word to our list of the words for study. Select the word, then press +W button. Write the translation. Or, if we also have additional subtitles opened and there is a suitable translation for this word, we can also select the translation, and then in the window for adding a word we see both the word and the translation. Next, as you saw, in order to open the subtitles, we had to choose a command in the menu of the Open button. But you can make the program open subtitles automatically. To do this, the file name of the main subtitles must match the name of the audio file. In our case, we see that there is some difference. At the end of the subtitles file name, there is the suffix .eng. It probably shows that the subtitles are in English, but we don't need this suffix. We write .eng, and now the program will open subtitles file automatically, along with the mp3 file. For secondary subtitles, on the opposite, the file name must have a suffix at the end of its name. In our case, the file name matches the name of mp3, but at the end there is .rus. We also should specify the suffix in the program settings. Go to the settings, and you see, in the section Secondary Subtitles, there is parameter suffix. Type .rus. Now, if a subtitles file has the same name as our mp3, but at the end it also has .rus, then this file will be automatically opened as secondary subtitles. Also, pay attention to the encoding parameters. Change them to those that correspond to the encodings of your automatically opened files. So, we saw that for subtitles in Russian, in our particular case, the option Windows Default Code Page worked well. Choose it. You need to understand that if you have different encodings in different files, then it's better to choose Ask Always option. But if you are working with some large set of audio files and subtitles from the one same source, then let the program automatically apply the specified encoding by default. OK, here the program warns us that the new settings will not be applied immediately, but when we will open the next file. At the very beginning, I said that the program understands both the standard SRT format and its own HTML format. Please note that not every HTML file is suitable, only those in which you mark the subtitles with the subtitles editor of WorkAudioBook. I will tell you about this editor in the next video. Now let's open some audio file with subtitles in this format. OK, because the name of the subtitles file matches the name of the audio file, the subtitles were opened automatically. Almost everything is the same. The only additional options is the ability to have some headers. We see the black marks on the progress bar that correspond to the chapters in the story, and we see them also in the Go button. We can instantly go to some chapter. Everything is great, but what if you don't have subtitles? Not a big trouble. The main thing is that you should have text. This is enough. You can find and read when you do not understand something. You can also copy the text to the notes for folder or file. I talked about them in another lesson. And finally, you can make subtitles yourself. It's fast enough and it's not difficult. I'll explain this in the next lesson. Thank you for your attention.